Hello beautiful people and welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Trisha Penn Jackson. I'm a licensed real estate agent in New York City and I also write a fashion and lifestyle blog called feastandfashion.com. Here on my channel we talk about fashion, we talk about lifestyle, we talk about travel, and we sprinkle in a little bit of real estate. Please hit that subscribe button so you can become a member of our tribe. Please hit that notification button so you know when these videos drop, and please give this video a huge thumbs up to tell YouTube that you liked it. Well, guys, we are still into Vlogmas. I promise I got a couple of more videos for you guys until Christmas. We're a couple of days from Christmas, so I figured I'd put this video out here. And this is a last minute holiday gift shopping video for all of those women in your life that you have not bought gifts for, or you're planning on buying gifts for, or you just haven't gotten around to it. This is a last minute gift shopping video. I figured I'd put this out there. Obviously, it's getting a little too close to order these things online unless you do Amazon, and some pieces on Amazon you can't even order anymore. You have a couple of days left. And the last day for shipping before Christmas is on Sunday. But some of these gifts, you can actually go out to the store and get them. And I wanted to make them things that would be universal to a lot of different people. But I have set them out in categories like I did for the men's version. This is for the ladies. And or whoever honestly wants to you think that these gifts will work for. I think they're really great things for those who are last minute shoppers like myself. I did do a little bit of shopping earlier, but then I still have a few things that I have to buy for some people, so this is a great list for that. All right, we're gonna jump right into it. The first item I want to mention are items that I'm gonna mention, actually I should say, are bath and beauty and self-care stuff. So all of those things I kind of lumped into one, and this one actually has the most items in the category because I think it's a really great category to get things for people. We're always like nowadays, especially with all the things going on in the world, it is best to try to take care of yourself, your mental health, your physical health. This is the category. And to buy people things that are in that realm, I think it's a really great thing to do this year. The first item I have on here is a 5-minute journal. And I have this on the list, actually, even for myself. I'm going to get one for myself and for Robbie. And a few other people I can think that would really benefit from it or really actually use it. And it's just a journal. It has prompts for you every day. It takes you 5 minutes to journal. I actually already journal every morning. I do gratitude and I do my affirmations every morning. And it takes a little over 5 minutes for that, but I think that something like this would be really nice for those who don't have a lot of time. And it's a great way for you to center yourself every morning, do something for yourself, be in touch with yourself and to God or to the spirit, whoever you guys believe in. It's a really great way to kind of wrap your morning around and start a morning routine. And I think it's really great for people who are looking to do that for the new year. You know, New Year's resolutions are coming up, and I just think the 5-minute journal is just a great way to be able to do that. I'm excited to get it myself, and if it's something that you guys think a person would benefit from, I would highly recommend to get it. You can get it at Barnes and Nobles, at local bookstores. They sell them in the bookstores. Of course, they sell it on Amazon. I don't know if Amazon, you'll get it in time on Amazon right now, but it is available there as well. All right, the next item I wanted to mention is actually for us glam girls and us girls who like to take, you know, who like to kind of pamper ourselves, and that is a sleeper pajama set. I have been wanting that. This has been on my list for myself for a long time, but it's one of those things you kind of put off, you know, if it's not like you're not like dying to get it. But I think it's something very cute to get someone. And this pajama set is just for those who like to be a little bit fancy. It has, of course, the feather on the wrists and on the feet, and they just come in so many different colors. I love them so much, and I think they're a really great gift. You can actually find these in stores right now at Nordstrom. I'm gonna link all of these things that I can link and are mentioning. I'm gonna link them in the description, and some of these things you can actually order online and then pick up in the store. And I know Nordstrom is notorious for that. I love them for that myself, actually. So I know that this is available at Nordstrom. It might be available at your local Nordstrom, and you can definitely get that gift before Christmas. The next item on the list is, this is actually not a physical gift. It's more of an experience, and that is the experience of getting a facial or a massage. I just think that it's a really nice thing to give somebody. A lot of times these are things that people don't necessarily do for themselves. I myself am a big proponent of getting massages and facials because I think it's a part of self-care. But a lot of people don't necessarily do that, and to get that for someone is actually a really great thing. And a great way to encourage them themselves to do that, you know, in the moving forward and moving for themselves. Maybe they'll catch on and want to do this for themselves. So either a massage or a facial. There's national chains like Massage Envy that have like packages of massages that you can give people, which I have gotten from my mom in the past as a Christmas gift. But now she has somebody come to the house, y'all. She's fancy. But I think it's just like a really great, and they also do facials there too. The next item is something that I really love myself. I've talked about it a couple times on the channel, and it's actually a fragrance scent library. So I've talked about these multiple times in like gift guides and like just things that I think that are great for just to be able to test out scents. Scent is a very personal thing, and it's sometimes hard to find the particular scent to get that special person. And I feel like getting them a scent library like this one from Pehalogans. I have two of them. I actually got two of them when I was in Paris last year. Or one from Byredo. Where's the other one? Oh, well, these are two of a 3-pack scent library that I got from Byredo. I think it's a really great way to let someone try out scents before they actually purchase the more expensive full-size bottle. And it's also a way for them to see what they like and what they don't like, and it gives them a variety. I think it's a perfect gift. And also, it doesn't break the bank. You can go to any department store, that's Nordstrom, that's Macy's, that's Saks, that's Neiman's, and find scent libraries or scent, you know, sample sets of scents. One of my favorite, besides this Pehalogans one and that Byredo one, another one of my favorites are the Maison margeila. You can actually get that one at Sephora. And Sephora is also a really great place to find these sets because they are there. But the Maison margeila one, I loved it so much. It really helped me discover some Maison margeila scents that I like. I share Maison margeila with you guys all the time because they have sent me their scents. But even before that, I got their scent library, and that's how I was able to find that I love those scents. So if you have someone in your life that is a scent person, or maybe not even a scent person, somebody that you want to give perfume to or something, try a scent library. I promise you it's a great gift to get. All right, the next gift on my list is actually also a set, and it's something for them to be able to try out, and that's for your beauty person who's into hair and all that stuff. And it's an Olaplex conditioning set. So Olaplex, obviously we know, is fairly expensive, but I like it. I know there was a few controversies, you know, earlier this year and like late last year on some issues with it, but I think it's a really great product. I use it myself, and it's really helped my hair and helped my hair grow. And you can actually get really nice sets of it from Sephora, and it's a lot cheaper to get it this way. And it allows the person to be able to try out that product and see if they like it. So I highly recommend that Olaplex conditioning set. I think you get the 4, the 5, and the 8, I believe, in the set. I can't remember what the set comes with now because I actually buy Olaplex now individually. But yeah, whatever the set is, it's the shampoo, the conditioner, and then one other thing, the bonding something, I think. I don't think the 6 comes in with it. I think it's the 8 that comes. But anywho, you guys try it out, or get it for that person in your life, because it's really great. All right, the last but not least on the beauty, bath and like self-care category I have here is actually a ClassPass. So if you aren't familiar, ClassPass is a company that allows you to have like a monthly subscription to be able to try out different gym memberships and all these different things. They also have massage. You can actually get massages. You can get your nails done. ClassPass is a really, really great way for that person who might be looking to get into fitness, but not necessarily sure what type of fitness, what gym they want to go, be affiliated with. Getting them and gifting them a monthly subscription to ClassPass, I think, is an amazing, amazing gift for someone. I would love something like that myself because I'm really into fitness. But even if they aren't into fitness, they have the ability to be able to do massages and facials. Like I said before, you can actually get that stuff on ClassPass. Hair, you can get your hair done. It's just a really, really great subscription, and I think that it's a really thoughtful gift to get someone as well. Alrighty, so the next category on my list is actually fashion. Of course, I could not give you guys a gift guide and a gift wish list without talking about fashion. The fashion is subjective, and it's not necessarily that everyone's style is the same, so it's kind of hard to buy for fashion people. But I got a couple of things that I think that are general enough that it might work for that fashion person in your life. So the first item is actually a fur hat. And again, like I said, fashion is something like this. So I know that certain people might not be privy to it, but fur hats are very much in right now. And having a hat on your head is super important, obviously, especially in the north where it is cold. And keeping yourself warm. And they are just in style right now. Rihanna was spotted wearing this fur hat that is fabulous. I think it's vintage. I think it's vintage JPG, or I'm not sure. I'll pop it up here. But it was fabulous, and I was just like, I really need to get a fur hat. I've been wanting one for years, like a trapper hat. And I think this is the time. This is the season. I told you guys before that I'm looking forward to going to skiing this winter season and just having a fabulous fur hat like this one also that Jasmine Tookes, the model, had on. This whole outfit is just super fashionable and super fly. Is something that's really cool, and obviously you can get faux fur or fur hats from major department stores because they are in season right now. Places like I'm going to mention Nordstrom because it's one of my favorite stores. Nordstrom, Macy's, they have hats, and actually they do. Macy's, I know for sure, has like their fur vaults where they actually have real fur hats if that's what you're into. And then also another place that you could look for these hats are actually the thrift store to find vintage, like a vintage fur and a vintage fur hat, which I've actually gotten vintage furs from the thrift. I've gotten a vintage what's that called, muff actually from a thrift store before, so I know that you could probably find vintage hats there, and I just think that they are a really nice, thoughtful gift for that fashion girl in your life. All right, the next item, and this one is kind of only if you have the store near you, but they do have a lot of stores, and you might be able to get express shipping if you live in a major city like here in New York, because we can actually get them delivered here right away. And those are my favorite Louis Vuitton earrings, my LV earrings. So yeah, these LV earrings are the ones that I'm talking about if you aren't familiar. I know these have been around for years, and but they are just as popular today as they were when I got them. I think 5 years ago now, 4 or 5 years ago. I love these things. I wear them all the time, at least once or twice, if not more, a week. They just go with everything, and I promise you that every time I wear them, I get a compliment still to this day. And they've been around for so long, but I still get compliments on these things. It's just such it's a nice neutral earring, a gold earring, but it gives a little bit of elevation to any outfit that you wear. I love these earrings so much. Obviously, they are on the pricier side, but I think they would be an amazing gift for a fashion girl who doesn't have them and is into that kind of stuff. All right, the next item is actually a item that is going to be trending next year, and it's actually an item that I have a couple of in my closet. And obviously, if I'm saying a couple, that it kind of tells you that it might be shoes, because you guys know I'm a shoe girl, and that is a white pair of sneakers. You cannot go wrong by getting someone a white pair of sneakers. They're available at all sneaker shoes, all stores. You can find a pair of white sneakers, and they're actually going to be on trend. These are my Stan Smiths with the green back that I got for Christmas. I want to say I don't think last year. I think it was the year before last, if I'm not mistaken. And I love these things. I worn them out. I actually need to get them cleaned now that I'm looking at them. I love them so much. They're such a great pair of shoes. I do want to add another pair of white ones in my collection that are a little bit more chunky. The second white pair, or white-ish pair, I should say, because they're not like pure white, but they are these Yeezys that I got. They're Adidas Yeezys. These are like a whitish kind of pair, but they are like the sock boot style. So, and one thing about these is that they get a little dirty because of the color, but I love them still. I've worn them a couple of times. They're a great shoe. Still super stylish. But I do want to get something a little chunkier, like an Air Force One, or even like a pair of Jordans or a pair of Air Maxes. That is kind of where my mind is going to right now for a pair of white sneakers. But for anybody out there, you can find a style that suits them, whether it's a pair of New Balance or a pair of even Skechers. Like, getting a white pair of sneakers is a really great gift for any fashion girl that you have in your life, whether it's your spouse or your girlfriend or your significant other, or your friends. So that is that gift that I think would be really great. The next item that I have on my list is actually something that is in general, and it's up to you to know the person on what they like and what would work for them, and that is to get them basics. So at the beginning of fall, I gave you guys a list of some of the basics and the neutrals that I feel like some of the staples that I think that would work for the fall winter season, that I feel like everybody should kind of have in their wardrobe. And getting those basics, I think, is a really thoughtful and great way to give someone, because there's things that you will always need and that will always work in your wardrobe, whether it's like black turtlenecks, like I mentioned, or a great pair of wide leg trousers. Some stores that I feel like are great to go into and to find those things right now are Old Navy and The Gap and Banana Republic. Those three companies, which are all under the same brand, are great stores to go into right now to find those neutrals that people can wear. I love The Gap for their great button downs. They have really great oversized button downs, which is another staple that I mentioned, and they're great. Just getting a couple of pieces, and they're stores that won't necessarily break the bank. So just because you waited till the last minute doesn't mean you have to pay crazy amounts to be able to get those great gifts for your friend, for your family and your loved ones. Alrighty, so the next category I'm going to talk about is home. And I think that this is one of the easiest categories to shop for anybody on your list, especially if you're not super close to the person where you don't know their particular style. Like the last category, which is the fashion category, I think buying something for the home is always a great way to be able to give someone something. And the first one, this is probably my favorite on the list because I'm obsessed with them, and that is our candles. I love candles. Yes, scent is subjective, but you can definitely find a candle that would work for a lot of different people. I even made candles for my clients one year, like made them from scratch with scents and everything, and they loved them. I got so many calls and and text saying that they love those candles and that they really appreciated them and stuff like that. But getting someone a candle is such a great way to give some people stuff. And obviously you can find them all over. Some of my favorite candles happen to be from like Diptyque, which you can get from their store. They have stores in the mall. But you can also and even gifts, even candles from L'Occitane, which I just got. L'Occitane, you can find those stores in the mall as well. But some other brands like Volspar, is that how you pronounce it? Volspar? I can't remember. Then they have really great candles, but you can also find candles in places like Sephora and just Marshall's. Marshall's is one of my absolute favorite places to get candles. I get them all the time from candles, from there. Most of my candles are actually from Marshalls or TJ Maxx or Home Goods. So there's no excuse, no shortage of finding this gift for a last minute gift to someone. The next on my list is actually wine glasses. I think that wine glasses are a really great gift to get someone. Obviously, it depends on what your budget is. And this is another gift that you can find at a Marshalls, a TJ Maxx, or Home Goods. And you don't have to necessarily break the bank to get them. But obviously, if you wanted to get something a little bit more special, you can go to the department stores and higher end stores and find really, really nice glasses. I know that Nordstrom, they sell a brand called Estelle's colored glasses. They're super, super special, and it's a black owned company, and they are so fun and stylish. They come in multiple different colors, and they're just really, really, really great wine glasses. That's an example of what you can get. But I just think wine glasses in general are really nice, even for someone who doesn't drink. Wine glasses are not only for wine. Obviously, I drink smoothies out of them. I drink just juice to feel fancy sometimes. I just think it's a really great gift, and it's a really chic gift. And even if it's just for decor, it's another item that you can have. The next are vases. Another thing that would go great with someone's decor is a vase. I have quite a few around because I'm a plant flower girl. Like I'm just a cutesy kind of girl. Like I like all kinds of cute things, but I think vases are such a really great gift, especially if they have flowers in them. Giving someone flowers for the holidays, I think, is a really nice gift. It's not something that, again, will break the bank, and it's something that you can get at your local grocery store. And it's still very, very thoughtful to get them like a holiday bouquet in a beautiful vase that they can keep for later. Not necessarily just a regular glass, silver glass one. Things like this one, these kind of vases, you can definitely find them at your local department stores or your local stores. The next item, I think this is such a great gift to me. Like, I guess maybe I'm growing into my like grown woman, liking kind of thing era. And that is organizational pieces, like pieces to organize your stuff. Let me show you. This is one of my organization pieces. I got this one on Amazon. These are actually two separate pieces, so this can come off like this, but they came together. I got this on Amazon, and this is where I put all my lipsticks. And I just think that this would be such a great gift for someone. Something like this, it would be such a great gift for someone who's into makeup or who's into jewelry. Getting them organization pieces is a really, really thoughtful way, especially if you know them and especially if you know them and you know that they don't have, their things organized in the best way. I just love things like that. It's just very thinking about the person, being very thoughtful. Things like baskets and like even like those underbed like clothes things. Those, the things that you put your clothes in and then you vacuum them and all that. Even getting something like that, I think, there's such sweet and thoughtful gifts for people who, especially like I do and live in New York City and, don't necessarily have enough space to have all their wardrobe out. Those are really, really thoughtful things to get those kind of people. Just things that they can organize their space with, because I promise you, having an organized space and having a clear space is like so great for everyone and their mental health. And I said what I said because I promise you, even for myself, like I'm so into having my space clean and organized and just all together, and getting something like that to be able to do that is such a great gift. One year for Christmas, I got my sister a sunglass case, organizing case, because my sister has so many sunglasses, and she loved it. She loved it so much because it's not like, sometimes you don't think about it. Even when you have a collection of something, sometimes you're like, you know. So now she bought more for herself to put in more of the sunglasses that she has. Alrighty, so the next item on the list is actually a throw, and this one you have multiple options for this one. You can actually make a throw, which I have been looking into doing myself, just for my own house, just for my. I have to practice on myself first. There are a few YouTube tutorials on how to make these jumbo throws, and I should be showing you a picture of it here, and I'm going to link them in my description. And honestly, you can make this in a day. It's not like a long something that's crazy or take a long time, and I think that giving someone a handmade throw would be such a darling and such a thoughtful gift to get somebody. All the materials that you'll need you can get from your local craft store, Joann's, Michael's, even Walmart has the yarn that you can get, that you need to get to make these blankets. And again, it's a super, super thoughtful gift. So you can make someone a throw like that, or you can buy them one. And I think a throw is a great gift because it's a gift that for people who are always cold, like myself. I am always cold. I'm always chilly in the winter time. I just think it's a very, very thoughtful gift to get someone. All right, the next items on my list, the next items that I'm going to mention are the under $100 items, and those, some of the things I talked about before obviously were under $100. These I want to specifically talk about just for stuff that won't necessarily break the bank. And the first item I have on my list are actually books. Yes, for those who like to read like myself, getting them a book for the holiday I think is really, really nice. So I wanted to mention two that I already have in my, sorry, it's a little loud, that I have in my repertoire, and that is The Alchemist. If you haven't read The Alchemist, like if you were like me, because I have slept on this book for so long, I'm like, everybody talks about The Alchemist, everybody talks about The Alchemist, and I finally read it late last year, I think it was, and I love it. One of my favorite books of all time. I can see why it's so popular. It's been around for 25 years. This is 25th year edition, and I even think that this is like 2 or 3 years old. So it's been around for such a long time, but it's such a great book by Paulo Coelho. I think that's how you spell pronounce that last name. It's such a great book. Cannot recommend it enough. It's really just a great book about, you know, trusting your instincts and just, you know, just being aspirational about things that you want to have in your life. I think, and even getting back up when you've been knocked down quite a few times. Love this book so much. The next one is Fashion Killer. I showed you guys this already. Not only is it aesthetically pleasing, it's giving McQueen vibes, but it's also just a really, I've been reading it. I haven't finished it yet. But it's a really, really great book. It talks about the history of fashion and the hip hop, industry. And I just think it's a really great book. It has some of my favorites in there, like Dapper Dan, my fellow Harlemite, and really, really great book about fashion. If you guys are into that, I highly, highly recommend. And I also wanted to mention two that are on my list. So this first one was actually on Oprah's Oprah's book club list, and that is Wellness. I have been interested in it because I heard that it was like a really fun, like a really kind of crazy read. It's about a marriage and like the trials and tribulations and unorthodox situation of a marriage, and I'm excited to read it. I'm not as much into like fiction-y kind of books, rather than, even though I just talked about The Alchemist, which is fiction, but I'm more into personal personal wellness and improvement and stuff like that. But I think this book would be kind of cool to see, to read. And the next book that I want to talk about is called The Heaven and Earth Grocery Store by James McBride. This has been on New York Times bestsellers list. It's #1 on Amazon. It's a newer book, and it's by a Black author, with James McBride. He writes tons of books, but I'm excited to read this one. Again, another fiction book, but I think it would be a great read. I'm excited to read it. I'm ordering it for myself if I don't get it for Christmas. I'm trying not to buy myself stuff right now because I know that my family watches these videos, which I love you guys for doing that, especially my mom. So they might see this and want to buy me stuff. So I'm trying not to buy myself things right now. But this is a book that if I don't get it for Christmas, which I don't know if I'll probably get this one for Christmas, I'm going to buy them for myself. And I suggest you buy them for your loved ones too. Going to your local bookstores, not just Barnes & Nobles, even though I love Barnes & Nobles, and going to your local bookstores. Like, bookstores are having a really hard time right now because you can do stuff like Kindle, and you can get your books on Amazon, which I am guilty of. Don't get me wrong, I definitely get books on Amazon all the time. But going into a local bookstore, I promise you, you will be supporting, obviously, your local places and people in your community. So, and also going to your library. Borrowing these books from the library is also a great way to get them, to read them for yourself. Not gifting them to somebody else, obviously, but for yourself. All right, the next I have on my list is something that I think, and I've actually got this as a stocking stuffer before for Christmas too, so I know that this it will bring joy to anybody in your life that's like me, who is an avid coffee drinker, and that is getting someone Nespresso pods and a new coffee mug. I just think it's such a great gift to get the coffee lover, and that's not necessarily only Nespresso. Obviously, any kind of coffee beans, or even tea, like a nice tea set, a set of teas that you can get. That is a great gift for those people in your life who love tea or who love coffee, and getting them like a special mug, something cheeky that you think that would be great for them, like if they're a teacher, something like about teachers or whatever. I promise you they would love it. I love those kind of gifts. I think that they're very, very thoughtful, and they aren't something that are super, super expensive, but they come from the heart. So those are kind of things that I appreciate. All right, the next item on my list, I think that is that would be a great gift for under $100. That is to bake some cookies or make some holiday bark. I promise you, if someone gave me some homemade cookies, that I would be over the moon for them, because I think that it's such a great gift to get someone. It really shows that you care and you put your actual effort into doing this. And I think it's such an easy way. Even if you aren't an avid baker, there are some cookies that are super easy to make. And if nothing else, you can buy them from the store and bake them. They're still home baked, even if they are from, Pillsbury or all that stuff. You still can home bake them. Put them in a cute tin, wrap a bow around them, and gift them to someone for the holidays. I promise you, people will still love it, and it's such a great gift to get somebody. All right. That was the last item on my list. I hope that this helps you, you procrastinators out there who wait until the last minute to get your gift for that lady in your life. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. Cannot wait to give you some more videos for Vlogmas. There's still some more coming up, and these few more videos that are going to come up are going to be more so giving you guys like the best and worst for this year, and just some ideas for New Year's, and just some more vlogs and stuff. So stay tuned for that. Thank you again for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.